Hey guys, this is Oliver from Spitfire Audio with an in action for the Labs collection. The Labs are sample libraries you can get next to nothing, and we just ask for a little contribution for one of our charity partners. This collection contains 10 of the best libraries, or we feel 10 of the best ones, so 10 of the most popular ones, and I've picked a few to showcase the sounds within a track. So in this one, we're mainly going to be looking at the sounds, not so much the compositional approach. So my main kind of lead instrument is our soft piano, which is, it's kind of one of my favorite sounds, and it's one of the most popular sounds as well. So it's just a very beautiful, soft kind of sound that sits really well under any kind of dialogue. And that's kind of my main line there. And then I have a little intro here with the piano as well, which I'm kind of doubling up with a music box. And then we have them down here, pitched as well, which is quite cool. Then we've got the trumpet fields, which gives you the option, if I'm just pulling up the Labs here, trumpet fields, instruments, and you have loads of different articulations there, like dirty vibrato, a bit more kind of pitch moving around. Chosen this one here for the beginning, which is called Bumblebee, which is this weird kind of thing, which I quite like. Then we've got a mini harp, which you've got normal hits or the tremolo. So here I'm using the tremolo. Very nice for any kind of texture, background texture. And then the normal harp is here. So I'm just doubling up my piano here, coming in with the harp. Give that extra texture. But just those two instruments together is an absolute beauty. Then I'm using trumpet fields again here for a bit of a melody line. So I'm using the one nice and steady, so it doesn't go out of tune so much. And you've got some mic choices, so for you to experiment and create different mixes. Then the music box comes in here. And then I'm using this peel guitar. It's like very cool sound. And what I'm doing here, they're just like little hits for me in the bass, and I'm panning them left and right. So I have here the guitar left, I'm panning it all the way to the left, and then here on the right. And then if we zoom in here, you can see that one track that they're not exactly synced up. So it gives a bit of a feeling of a wide stereo field. So have a listen. And to reinforce those hits, I'm using the Spitfire Labs drums. So you have a full drum set, drum kits here. Quite a nice sounding kit. You've got 4 mic choices as well, so it's actually quite a profound kind of a library and the approach to mix the thing. But I just wanted to reinforce the hit, as said, so I put some EQ on, a bit of a percussion plate reverb here, just the Logic one. It gives it a lot of depth, compression, also Logic one. So the sound is a little more controlled. And then some external reverb I'm using the TC6000, but you can also just use, I don't know, a Lexicon. I like to use a Valhalla reverb to stay in kind of cheaper ranges. You get them for £50. Or just, the Logic reverbs are actually not that bad. So if we have a listen to those together. And you get like these really low hits. Cool, let's get to the strings. Henson's Frozen strings, and they're absolutely fantastic. So I've just loaded up here the harmonics, and I've put in the violin and the cello. So I have the whole range under my fingers. So down here I get... cello harmonics, but then if I move up, I get the violin harmonics. And then you have the option of using the mod wheel. So this opens up the sound. And we've got another patch there called the Frozen string. Sounds something like this. Very beautiful sounding. I've got some more here. Sul tasto articulation. Wow, amazing sound. And then we've got some short articulations called Harmonic Bird Song. Very nice. And then Scary Strings is another library, but also included in that collection. And you've got a bit of a movement there, so I just play it. Another articulation where you can also move the mod wheel. Opens up the sound there, an octave higher, and then just to show you, we have some stretched ones, so it's like more kind of a pad-ish sound. I mean, that's super beautiful. What more do you want from a pad? And then what else am I using? I'm using a little bit of charango here. So I'm doing the same thing, pan to left and right, and they're slightly moved. So you get a bit of a feel. So they're kind of wide apart. I'm just going to play play it to you. Sounds quite nice in context and gives a bit of extra texture there towards the end. Cool, I think that's it. I hope you get to enjoy the Labs collection, and thank you very much for staying with me and watching and listening. Take care, bye bye.